You are looking at Waterbury Career Academy, home of the Spartans. Good evening, everybody. This is Mitch Beck along with Zach Turner and Dave Thoreau for this CIAC boys basketball matchup between the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans and the Weaver Beavers from Hartford. Coming down to take them on, the top 20. They're in the top 20, the Beavers are, in the state of Connecticut. They are going to be taking on the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans, who dismantled the Crosby Bulldogs 95-75 in their last game, shutting down star forward Kerwin Prince, holding him to just 10 points. The team is 2-2, 1-2 at home, 1-0 and away. They've scored 288 points, 4 and 247 against. The Weaver Beavers are 4-2. They have not played a game at home yet. They are 4-2 away. They've scored 394, given up 330. Weaver destroyed the Enfield Eagles 88-63 in their last matchup. What's most interesting is they lost to Sacred Heart, the #1 team in the state, and held the highest scoring team in the state to just 54 points. So this will be a definite battle. We will have the national anthem, then we'll give you the starting lineups, all the referee information. It's all coming up for you on this DETSportsmedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Basketball, CIAC, only on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Stick around. Can never get enough of our national anthem. Welcome back here to WCA in Waterbury, Connecticut. The starting lineups for the Weaver Beavers: number 25, Dean Jones, he'll be at forward. Number 3 is Deshaun Gittens, who Coach Reggie Hatchett told me is a D1 prospect for certain, and he's quite possibly the best sophomore player in the state. He is averaging 4.7 assists, 3 steals, 2.2 blocks a game. He's 6'2" and 150 pounds. Number 11 is Angel De Jesus, and he will be at guard. And number 23, Tristan Reed, who's averaging 7.4 rebounds per game. And their top player, number 1, Marcus Goss, is averaging 13 points a game. For the WCA Spartans, number 3, Langston Racine, is a senior guard. Khalil Simon is a senior guard. They are both starting in the backcourt. Number 1, Jonathan Edwards will be playing. He has 3 assists per game. Marquan Watson, arguably one of the best players in the state at forward. He's averaging 19 points per game, 21 rebounds, and 4 blocks per game. And number 24, Rafael Prado. Our referees today are Rick Raffone and Don Tinker. Referee Raffone will throw up the basketball for us to get us started. And we are about to get underway. This should be a great contest. A team that's going to play in transition, look to do some rebounding and defense in the Weaver Beavers. and just a really good all-around WCA Spartan team. And you never know what you're going to get when Marquand Watson gets out there. He can take over this game all by himself. So this will be a battle. It'll be a contest, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you here from DETSportsmedia.com here on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Teams huddled around their respective benches and getting ready to get it done. And we are underway. Watson just let Reed just win that tap off, so here we go. Ball swings around, and a long three. That one goes off the back of the rim, and it's going to go back to WCA. Gittins gets a free foul. Prado goes to throw it in. Full court press underway by the Beavers. Prado's got it. Throws it across the top. That one's broken up, but taken back. And Jonathan Edwards is fouled. Tristan Reed gets his first. Ball will be thrown in by Prado. Gives it to Racine. Racine surveys the circumstances. He has Goss all over him. Ball is swung around. Simon back up top. Pick is set. And Racine looks to get it down low to Watson. He's got two on him. And that pass to the middle that was looking for Edwards is broken up. Goss kicks it outside. Ball shot wide and goes off. Rebounded and brought in and finished by Tristan Reed. So it's 2-0. We've got our first bucket. Nice move by Edwards to get free. Goes up for the layup. A nice up and in move. Goss. Nets it over to Gittins. Back to Goss. Back to Gittins in the forecourt. De Jesus has got it. Gets it down low. Mishandled by Reed, and a turnover. Teams are tied at 2, 1:30 into this one. So glad we could have you along with us on a Wednesday night. Okay, Prado's looking to throw it in. Looking for Edwards. Instead gets it to Racine. And there's a pass to the outside to Watson, who shoots. That one goes off the rim and is rebounded and brought up now by Goss. Goss over to Gittins. A shot, Jesus. His shot is short and rebounded by Watson. Watson brings it up all by himself. Looks to go hard to the net, and he's fouled. And that one will be charged off to Tristan Reed. That's his second early. Just 1:55, and he's going to go take a seat. 2 quick fouls on Reed. Coming in for him is Stefan Melius. Watson makes the first. Watson shooting the back end of his 2 shots. Throws it up and in. Gets a shooter's roll there, and it's 4-2. Gittins back to Goss. Thrown down low. And a hard move to the net. And we have another foul as Dean Jones is going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Spartans foul number 22, Marquand Watson, his first, team's first.
That's the first on Watson. He sets and shoots, and that one bounces off the rim. This is the back end of the two. Jones will shoot. And that one is missed. But DeJesus gets it. Goes out of bounds. Prado will throw it in. They're going to do another full court press. And a nice move to get it in. Here comes Edwards. Nice move. Gets it down low to Watson and in. Nice layup. Great play by Edwards. Sweet move behind the back. And it's 6-2. Goss gets it down low to Jesus. Is able to get it back and finds, oh, and Watson with the block. Totally denied Melius on that one. And that ball is stuck, stolen. Brought all the way up and in. And a nice layup from Deshaun Gittens. He's been averaging 3 steals a game, so he's got good hands and is good at reading plays. Thrown up to Watson. He pulls up for the 3 and hits. 9-4. Nice shot. Gittens and Goss playing catch. Thrown all the way up to DeJesus. Nice pass to Jones. He gets the bucket. Racine has it. Looking for some help. Edwards has it. He's double teamed. Ball goes out of bounds. Edwards doing some nice footwork. Might be a soccer player in the offseason. And we've got our first timeout. And that one's going to be charged to the Weaver Beavers. 4:34 remaining in the first quarter here in Waterbury, Connecticut. The Brass City. Two teams look like they're ready to go. They break from their huddles. And the Spartans will start with the ball. The score 9-6, 4:34 remaining. Prado throws it in. And Racine's got it. The Beavers back out of their full court press. Just going to play half court this time. Racine. He's got Goss on him. Goss pressing it. And a turnover. And a nice play. But Racine is going to pick up the foul.
Spartans foul number 3. Langston Racine, his first.
Takai Blizzard has checked into the game. Goss looks for Gittens. He's got him, and they play catch. He moved the ball around. And Edwards strips him and takes it all away. Pulls up. Looks for help for Watson down low and gets the roll. 11-6. 3:51 to go. Defense so far from these Spartans has been outstanding. And thrown into the front court down low. In the middle to Jones. And he gets the layup. Full court press back on again. Racine and Edwards. Smartly playing. And that'll be a kick on Gittens. Spartans retain the ball with 3:23 to go and a 3-point lead. Prado will quarterback the inbound. Nope, Edwards will. They're faking me out. Racine has it. Barks out the play. Prado sets a pick. Ball swung out. And they've got Watson down low, and he goes up and over. Ball's loose. Racine gets his own rebound, throws it back in. And that one's taken back by Blizzard. Racine breaks it up. And the Weaver Beavers stay with the ball. And we have another timeout. Head coach Reggie Hatchett, the Weaver Beavers, visibly upset. Getting a little loud with his guys. And will be entertained by the Spartan cheerleaders, making their way onto the floor. To the D, to the O, Spartans go. Okay. Not exactly Shakespeare, but good enough. Girls look like they're having a good time doing it. That's the single most important thing. Blizzard's going to throw it in. He'll get it off to Marcus Goss. And we're back underway with 3:05 left in the first quarter. Goss calling the play. Spartans in a zone. And a long three. Goss hits it. Edwards. Edwards, nice ball handling. Gets it outside, a long shot. Is good from Khalil Simon, a three, 14-11. Nice way to move the ball up, and a good pass, but it hits the hand and goes out of bounds off a Blizzard. And Weaver in the full court press again. Racine looking for the ball and gets it. He has Melius on him. And gets by, goes all the way, kicks it out for the three, and it's good. Back-to-back three-pointers from Khalil Simon. Makes it a 17-11 game with 2:06 to go in the first quarter. Prado dishes. Prado blocks, then there was a dish, and then a basket by Dean Jones. Edwards finds Prado. Prado gets it back to Edwards. Edwards outside the stripe, looks to make a move to the middle, and he gets blocked. And will go to the line. That was on Blizzard. Other ball was, nope, it'll be underneath the basket. Edwards will quarterback the ball in. Gets it to Racine. Calls out a play. Edwards. Back up top. Looking for a pick. Gets one from Prado. Pulls up. And a traveling is called. It looked like he slipped a little bit, and that's what caused the steps. Coming into the game is Joel Bedward. And back into the game is Tristan Reed, who's got 2 fouls. Prado, he'll pick up a foul. He fouled Takai Blizzard. Goss will throw the ball in. He'll give it to Blizzard. Prado comes out. And Gerald Council comes in the game. Well, Blizzard looking to quarterback to play. Ball gets moved around. Long three off the front of the rim. Blizzard makes a play, but nope, he stepped on the line. And that will go to the Spartans. They'll bring it down underneath on the baseline. Council will look to bring it in. Weaver backs out of the full court press. And Blizzard brings it across the half court. Going over to Edwards, going all the way across the top. Simon was very hot. 3 guys on top. of Watson, and the turnover goes the other way, and what a blocked shot. Goss went for it, and virtually the entire Spartan team was there and knocked it out of bounds. Less than a minute to go. Bedward gives it up, gets it back, moves it to Goss. Goss swings it around, thrown across the top to Bedward. Bedward throws it underneath, hits the net, and that distracted Blizzard just enough, and it goes out of bounds with 25 seconds left and a 17-13 Spartan lead. Obviously going to look to try and get the last shot here. Racine brings it up. He needs some help. And that ball was knocked out of his hands. And another three from Simon. That one goes off and up to Watson. That rebound is blocked. With 4 seconds left, going all the way up and in is good. Give that one to Melius to make it 17-15 at the end of one. Outstanding basketball being played by both of these teams. 4 fouls for the visiting Beavers, 3 for the home Spartans. Thank you, girls. Zach Turner takes over the camera now. Good to have him on. He and I have done several hockey games together. Now we're doing basketball together. People are going to start to talk pretty soon. This is a weird way we live now. And it looks like we're going to get underway the second quarter. Spartans should be starting with the ball. Gerald Council will inbound it. He'll give it to Racine. Racine's 5'10". He's a senior. He's 155 pounds, averaging 2.5 steals a game. Leads the team. Racine. He's got Goss on him. Edwards gets it down low to Watson. Works it down low, up and in. No, it doesn't go. Quickly brought in transition. And a shot by Melius. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Spartans foul number 2, Zion Lott. His first, team's 4th.
Zion Lott gets the foul. Hits the first. Makes it a 1-point game.
Number 13, Stephen Mills. Makes the first.
Gets set, shoots, and misses the second. Watson goes up high to pull it off the boards and brings it up. Gives it up to Racine. Racine and Bedward work together. Edwards, he has Goss on him. Nope. That was a moving pick by DeJesus.
Number 11, Joe Council.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. That was Council. I'm looking at the wrong list. That's what happens when you get old. Numbers all start to blend together. They don't make any sense anymore. I appreciate your patience at home. Goss and Gittens. And swung around back to Gittens. Nice play. Gittens gets it again, makes a nice move, throws it in the middle for 2. Tristan Reed with the jam. And the Beavers take their first lead of the game. Edwards has it. Kick back out to Racine. He goes down the middle, gets tripped up, is able to get it to Edwards. He throws up a long 3 off the rim and a pushing foul. And Edwards should be going to line to shoot 3.
Weaver foul number 13.
Edwards will shoot 3. Both teams now have 5 fouls. Referees discussing whether it should be an out. He was fouled while shooting. He should be shooting. Referee Raffone telling Ronan O'Leary to back up. So it is what it is. And we continue. Racine's got it. Not a lot of movement from his Spartans. Edwards got it. Gets it down low to Watson. Watson pulls up for a shot. That one's no good. And here comes Goss. Goes right through traffic. Edwards gets back, swipes at it, but Goss gets it. And now the Beavers have their largest lead of the game at 3, 17-20, or 20-17. Racine kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards looks for some help, and he loses the ball. Nice move by Goss to get it up. Gittins, oh, it goes in and out. Rebounded and scored by Reed. 22-17. And head coach Ronan O'Leary takes a timeout. Try and regroup his boys who are now down 5 after being up by as many as 9. Or 6, excuse me, 6. Look at my notes. Head coach Reggie Hatchett having some words with the referee. So I think a foul was called on the shot at the bucket counts. It's hard to tell. We'll know in a moment. That's odd. Okay, so the Beavers are going to get the ball under the basket. And Goss gets it in bounds, throws it across the top. That's Gittins. And DeJesus back to Gittins. Gittins pulls up for a long 3. He misses. Watson with the rebound. Moves it up to Edwards. And that gets thrown up. And Gittins is going to get called for the foul. He's not happy with the call, but he definitely reached out with his hand and shoved Edwards.
Weaver foul number 3, Deshaun Gittins. His second, team 6th.
That's his second foul. Looks like Gittins is going to come out of the game, that Chris DeJesus is going to come in. 5:34 remaining in the first half. Edwards drains the first one. We'll go for the second. Takes a couple of dribbles, gets set, shoots. That one's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by DeJesus. Moved up quickly. Nice pass to Racine again. Excuse me. That was Tristan Reed again. He's catching fire. The lead is 6 now for the Beavers. Racine dumps it out to Edwards. He shoots the 3. That goes off the front of the rim. Watson battles underneath, but DeJesus gets the rebound, gives it to Goss. He goes coast to coast, dishes it out. And the DeJesus brothers pass it back and forth. Ball is going underneath. Thrown back out of bounds. And the ball is going to stay with Weaver. Dean Jones comes back in. Melius checks out. Goss has it and swings it around. DeJesus, long one. That one circles the rim and comes out. Watson is there for the rebound. Pushes it up the court. Nice spin move Throws it up top, a long three again. That one doesn't go. That was Simon again. That's his spot. Goss has got it. And Goss gets it back. The Jesus boys are out there, Chris and Angel. Ball moves down low, and a shot goes, and it'll count. Tristan Reed. Reed fouled in the act of shooting. Will get another shot. 24-18. It's called on Prada, his second. Coming into the game is Daryl Combs. And who's the other one that checked in? I didn't see. Oh, and Kobe Hunter has checked in. And he makes it a three-point play. Largest lead of the half. 27-18. Combs. Given to Edwards, he steps on the line. And a turnover. Spartans struggling in this first half. They started off quick and have settled back into a little bit of a struggle. Weaver, just the opposite. They've picked up their game quite a bit, especially at the end of the first quarter. Now a shot for three from DeJesus. He drains that, and it's 30-18. Coombs has it. He's cornered. Edwards makes a strong move to the hoop, gets a runner, and it goes 30-20. 10-point lead. DeJesus back to Goss. Back to DeJesus and back to Goss. They break the press. Come in. Ball's flipped out to Reed. Reed and Watson do battle. Watson smacks it away. Simon gives it to Coombs. Coombs brings it across the front court, goes between the legs, battling Goss. Turns, gets it down low. Reed's got it. Gets it down to Watson. Or Coombs, that was Coombs at it. Another three, and that one goes up and over the top. And we'll go back to the Weaver Beavers. Edwards likes throwing them up from three-point land. And Racine will check back in. Oh, no, didn't get in this time. As a travel. Dean Jones.
And checking in for Weaver number 3, Deshaun Gittins.
Simon goes and takes a seat. Daryl Coombs. Racine's got it. Gives it up. Edwards. Goes along the baseline. We got another whistle. Called on number 11, Angel DeJesus.
His first, team 7, at the line shoot 1-1, John Edwards.
He will go sit down. Edwards is going to shoot. 2:36 remaining in the first half. It was 1-1. He gets the first. Ball rolls over the top and in. Edwards will shoot his second. And hits that one as well. 30-22. Lead is 8 for the Weaver Beavers. Gittins gets it down low. Nice move to Dean Jones. He goes with the warm. Arm outside. Gets the roll. And it's good. Edwards looks to navigate through traffic, does, and gets the layup. 32-24 with 2:10 to go. Ball thrown backwards. Gittins has it. Gittins throws it into the corner for DeJesus, who struggles to get it. He turns it over, and that's Coombs. Gives up to Edwards, nice play! Dished it off to Watson. Watson was fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Weaver foul
That's DeJesus. That's his second. And they're over the limit. Watson got smacked. Looked like he got caught in the eye a little bit. But he'll shoot 2. Gets the bounce and sinks it. Stephen Milius and Marcus Goss both check in back into the game. This one will be live, 32-25, 1:49 to go in the first half. Shot and rebounded and brought out by Gittens. Gittens gives it to Goss, and they go and set up in the half court. Kicked outside, brought down to the middle, battled to the net, and we have a foul. And Milius will go to the line.
Foul number 20, Daryl Coombs, his first, team 7.
Fouls on Daryl Coombs,
At the line, shoot 2 for Weaver.
the junior forward. It's 32-25. Make that 33.
Takes the first.
Sets for the second and shoots. That one goes off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Weaver. And that's turned over to Watson. Watson's going to go all the way, and he gets fouled. If you're going to get a foul, that's not wasting one. Goss mugged Watson as he was going up on the shot. Make him shoot the 2 from the line.
Number 1, Marcus Goss. His second.
That's Goss's second foul.
At the line, shoot 2 for Spartans.
Watson's going to shoot 2 with 1:22 left. First one bounces off of both rims and out. Takes a couple of dribbles, spins, sets, and makes a second. 27-33, 1:20 to go. The Weaver Beavers with the 7-point lead. Bedward gave it up. Now Gittens has it. Bedward, Goss, back over to Gittens. Fakes a pass. And they regroup. And a nice play by Edwards to strip him. He spins and gets fouled. That one's going to go on Gittens. Edwards going to the line.
Weaver foul number 3, Deshaun Gittens, his third.
That's the third on Gittens. That's a problem for Reggie Hatchett and the Weaver Beavers. 3 fouls in the first half. DeJesus is going to check in. Edwards sets himself and shoots. Makes the first one. And Gittens will go sit down with 55.3 to go in the first half. Kobe Hunter goes and sits down. Back in the game is Khalil Simon. Second one is made as well. 33-28. 5-point lead. Was as much as 12 at one point. Spartans battling their way back. And the Beavers move the ball around. Bedward has it. Moving it around the perimeter. Long 3 goes in and out. And that's rebounded by Watson. Throws the bomb. Gets it to Edwards. Nice play. Shot comes up and in! What a terrific play by Daryl Coombs, running under the ball, keeping it in bounds, and then hitting the shot off balance. 33-30 with 18 seconds to go in the first half. You can see Coach O'Leary quite animated. Less than 10 to go now, and a 3-point lead. Goss has got it, looks to make a move with 4 seconds, and that's stolen. Thrown up to Edwards with 1. And that ends the first half. A thrilling first half. It saw both teams take big leads only to lose them. So at halftime, we have the Weaver Beavers with a 33-30 lead over the home Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Stick around. We'll be back for second half action. This is Mitch Beck and Zach Turner on this DETSportsmedia.com production of CIAC Waterbury Boys Basketball on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Stick around. And we are back for the second half of this CIAC Waterbury Boys basketball game. It's a good one between the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans and the visiting Weaver Beavers. All right, so here's some halftime stats for you. For the visiting Beavers, Dean Jones has 8 points. Deshaun Gittins has just a bucket, but he has 3 fouls. And he is one of the better players on this Beaver team, so he's not scoring. And he's got a foul issue. Angel DeJesus has 3 points and 2 fouls. Stefan Melius has 4 points. Tristan Reed has been outstanding in the first half. He has 11 points and 2 fouls. And Marcus Goss has 5 points and 2 fouls. So the second half is going to be an issue for the Weaver Beavers of staying out of the foul line, off the foul line, and just putting points up on the board. They do lead by 3. For the Spartans at the half, Khalil Simon hit a couple of threes. He's got 6 points. Marquand Watson has 11, as does Jonathan Edwards. And Daryl Coombs has 2. And Rafael Prado is the only person on the Spartan roster with at least 2 fouls. So they are not in any kind of immediate foul trouble. But the Spartans enter the second half here at home, down by a tray. And Weaver will start with the ball. Takai Blizzard will start, as will Marcus Goss, Angel DeJesus, Tristan Reed, and Dean Jones. The original starting lineup is in place for the Spartans. They've got Racine, Simon, Watson, Prado, and Edwards. Sorry. All right, so play continues. A 3-pointer from the corner is no good. Rebounded by Jones. He battles his way through, puts it up and in. Make it 35-30. Racine and Goss meet at the half-court line. Racine moves to the middle, dishes it off to Edwards. Edwards finds his way to the middle, throws up the one-hander, and gets it. And we have matching buckets to start the second half. Goss, and he gives it up to Blizzard, the junior guard. Jesus throws up a long 3. Rebounded by Jones. He throws a sky hook underneath the basket, gets it off the rim, and in 37-32. And they show a press. Edwards gets it down low to Watson. Watson throws it across the top to Racine. Racine pulls up for 3 and hits. 37-35. And the press coming from the Spartans. And Blizzard gives it off. Down low to Racine.
Weaver basket, Tristan Reed.
Reed, excuse me. I keep confusing Reed and Racine. That's Racine. He has the ball. Gives it back to Edwards. Edwards whips it around to Simon. And Dean Jones kicks it out of bounds. And that one will stay with the home Spartans. Simon is going to throw it in. He's got Watson right in front of him. DeJesus got smacked by Watson. Ball kicked out to Edwards. Edwards goes to the middle, cups it, and it runs and it goes in. That young man is one heck of a basketball player. 39-37. Press coming. Is it DeJesus? And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds with Watson giving the pressure. And a turnover. Deshaun Gittins comes in. DeJesus goes out. Daryl Coombs gives it up to Racine. Racine setting up the play. Edwards cuts across. Kicks out to him for a three. No good. That one's rebounded by Reed and given up to Goss. Goss gives it up to Blizzard. And Blizzard sets up the play. Kicked out. Goss has got it. He throws it down low to Blizzard. Blizzard back for a long three. That one hits the rim, and Watson rebounds it. Brings it up. Makes a move to the middle. Flips it up on net. Gets his own rebound. And then it's turned over to Goss. Racine has the ball. Get away from him. Reed goes for the runner and misses. And here comes Edwards. Goes coast to coast and gets trapped. Ball comes off. He's blocked. And the Spartans will maintain the ball. Edwards will quarterback it. Watson looking to make his way around. But a long three. That one goes off the rim. And it's rebounded by Goss. And that ball goes off Blizzard's leg and out of bounds. Nothing wrong with the pass. Blizzard says it's on me. And we go. 39-37. Racine has it and brings it across the half-court line. Looking to set up the play. Edwards moves from our left to our right. He's open over the three-point line, but he moves. Racine goes to give it up, and there's a foul.
Weaver foul number 1, Marcus Goss.
Marcus Goss picks up his third foul, and he's going to have to check out. Milius checks back in. He had 4 points in the first half. Watson, he pulls up for a nice shot and hits it, and we're tied. The Spartans have battled all the way back from a 12-point deficit, and they're tied. Nice play to keep it in. Lost control under the basket, and it's kicked out. Gittins has it now. He has Racine on him. And Watson fouls Reed with exactly 4 minutes left in the third quarter. That's Watson's second.
At the line, shooting 2 for Weaver, number 23, Tristan Reed.
Tristan Reed had 11 in the first half. Misses the first one. Reed and Goss had 20 points each when Weaver played the Enfield Eagles last week. They won 88-63. Rebounded by Watson and knocked away by Reed. Will remain with the Spartans. Still tied, 3:57 to go. Combs throws it in, and Racine has it. Nice pick, and they're going to call a block. Looked to me like Combs was pretty stationary there. Perhaps his legs were too wide, and that's what caused the foul. Either way, Weaver's got it. And here comes Gittins going with speed down the middle, up and over, and he gets the runner. 41-39. Weaver once again with the lead. Racine operating. That ball's knocked out of the hands of Combs. Brought all the way up the other way. And just like that, it's a 4-point lead as Melius gets his 6th point. And it's a 4-point Beaver lead. Spartans now looking to recapture what they were doing earlier. Racine puts it out to Edwards. Edwards makes a move. Kicks it back out to Racine. Racine throws it down the middle, and wide open is Daryl Coombs. It's a 2-point lead with under 3 to go in the third quarter. Thrown down low. And that's a charge.
Offensive foul.
Stefan Melius.
Weaver foul number 13, Stefan Milius.
Coombs does a very good job. He goes and takes a seat. Prado is back in the game. I think they're looking to see if they can get the sweat off the court. Getting a towel to the referee, Rick Raffone. Don Tinker is our other referee today. They clean up the wet spot on the court. Don't want anybody getting hurt. And Prado's going to throw it in. He's going to give it to Racine. And he does. 2:50 left in the third quarter. Racine gets a pick from Prado. And another pick. Kick back out to Edwards. Edwards goes by Prado, kicks it back to Racine. Racine throws it down to Watson for the turnaround. That one comes up short. Dean Jones kicks it out. And they're going to call a blocking foul. That was Melius. And that one looks like that'll go on Racine.
Spartans foul number 3, Langston Racine.
He's going to shoot 2.
Team's third. At the line shooting 2 for Weaver number 13.
That's Melius. It's ready for the first. Throws it up and gets it in. If you look at his hands, he's got an awkward way of holding the ball when he shoots it. Like one hand going across the top of the ball. Kobe Hunter comes into the game. Melius makes both of them. It's a 45-41 lead for the visiting Beavers. Up 2. Nice move. Kicked out to Edwards. Edwards goes with speed to the middle, takes the body, gets a rebound and knocks it in. Nicely done. 45-43. Spartans in the press. Bedward gets it up to Jones. Jones dishes it off to Reed. Reed kicks it out to get. And that goes in and out. Reed gets a rebound, throws it down low, and that one is finished by Melios. Gittins took that play outside. That was nice. Racine gives it up. That one's short, but right there, that was Watson, and he missed it, and he stepped out of line. Are they going to call a foul? No, he did. He stepped out of the line. Oh, an offensive foul.
Dean Jones third.
That's Dean Jones. Dean Jones picks up his first foul. 1:28 left in the third quarter, and it's a 4-point lead. Prado makes some space. That ball is kicked. Gittins does it again. I think that's the second or third time he's done it in this one. Edwards. And that'll be a foul. Joel Bedward fouls his number's sake. Kobe Hunter in the backcourt. Prado takes it from Edwards, gives it back. Edwards gets it back, goes to the middle, drives, shoots up and over and in. Nice play. 2-point lead. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. And I think Prado picks up the foul.
Foul number 24, Rafael Prado. His third, team's fourth.
That's Prado's third. He's the only one really in foul trouble for the Spartans. So Bedward's going to start with it. Gives it up to Jones. Jones back to Bedward. Bedward gets up in the air. Edwards up in the air. Nice play down low. Thrown off the glass. Jones twice, 3 times. Excuse me, Reed 3 times. And gets it. Racine goes all the way down, but the throw is too long. And it will go back the other way with 36.8 left, and it's still a 4-point lead for the Weaver Beavers. Marcus Goss comes back in the game. Joel Bedward checks out. Angel DeJesus checks back in. And here comes Gittens. Kicked outside. Goss has got it. Going to play for the last shot. At 24 seconds left. Nobody's going out to challenge him, so he can stand there. And 15 to go. Waiting for 10, I believe. Under 10 to go. 6 seconds. Tries to swing it around to Jesus. Reed throws it up and is fouled by Watson with 1.6 left on the clock. He's going to go and shoot 2. Fans clearly not happy here at WCA. That's Watson's third. He's now in foul trouble. And Reed misses the first one. And this one will be live. Reed gets himself set. Shoots. And that one goes wide. And that'll do it. So the end result of that play, Watson picks up a foul, his third, but it doesn't damage the scoreboard, which remains 49-45 as we head into the fourth quarter. Here are the Spartan cheerleaders to entertain you again. Good job by the Spartan girls. So starting the fourth quarter for the Beavers, Stefan Melios, Tristan Reed, Deshaun Gittens, Angel DeJesus, and Marcus Goss. Edwards, Prado, Watson, Racine, and Hunter started for the Spartans as we get underway for the fourth quarter. Weaver's going to start it. And somebody's getting a little horn happy. But they're calling the referee over. In the meantime, we'll remind you that you're watching this DETSportsmedia.com production of CIAC Boys Basketball here in Waterbury. This is Mitch Beck with you, along with Zach Turner on the camera and doing our engineering. And you're watching us on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Gittens will throw the ball in to Goss. And we're underway in the fourth period. Goss swings it around to Jesus. Jesus for a long three and hits. 52-45. Hunter gets by Prado. Edwards goes down low, throws it outside to Racine for 3. And we've got a foul. That's a knee. It's going to be called on Gittens. That's his 4th. That's Gittens' 4th foul. And he's going to come out of the game. Racine hits the first of three. It's a 6-point lead for the Weaver Beavers. 2 more to go. Hits the second. And Gittins checks out with his 4 fouls. And like we told you, Blizzard is back in the game. Racine hits all 3. Makes it a 4-point game again. Gittins throws it down to DeJesus, who hits a 3. Nicely done. Prado gives it to Hunter. And Hunter advances it to the forecourt. He sees some room, goes for the runner, and gets it. Nicely done. 5-point lead with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Thrown up across. Blizzard makes his way to the middle, dishes, and wide open and able to finish is Stefan Melios. Edwards coming up quickly. Hunter looks for space, gets it over to Edwards. Edwards thought about the 3, gets it down low to Watson. He turns and the ball's short and rebounded by Melios. DeJesus comes through the middle, gives it back to Jesus. That'll be a charging foul. And a turnover. Gives it back with a 7-point lead. Prado's going to check out, and Darryl Coombs comes back in. Kobe Hunter piloting the play. Gives it to Edwards, thrown back down low to Racine. Racine gets it to Watson. He turns, walks, kicks it out. And Hunter throws up a shot. That's rebounded and taken down by Melios and given over to Goss. Goss to Blizzard to Jesus. And they swing it around quickly. And a long 3. That one goes off the boards. Thrown back down low and in, and Reed finishes off the pass from Goss. So the lead, they had tied the game, the Spartans did. And the Weaver Beavers have kicked it back out to a 9-point lead with 5:49 to go. One issue for the Beavers, they have 6 fouls already. And the Spartans still have a couple to give. So we'll see where this takes us over the next 5:49. When I talked to Coach Reggie Hatchett with the Weaver Beavers prior to the game, he said we're a good rebounding team, we're going to play strong defense, and we're quick in transition, and that is exactly what they have been all game long. And more importantly, they've been able to contain Marquand Watson. For the Spartans to get back into this, they are going to need to start hitting some shots, get Watson involved. And Edwards has been very quiet in the second half. Made a couple of nice little layups, but that's all we've seen. Blizzard's going to pressure the ball. Edwards comes back. And Hunter is going to bring it up into the half court, and does. He's in trouble, needs some help. Watson helps him out. He gives it up and throws it, barely able for Hunter to keep it, and that one's thrown away and turned over. Blizzard's got it and gives it up to Goss. Goss drives the middle, gives it up to Reed, thrown out to Blizzard for 3. That one rolls off the rim. Reed is there, able to give it to him again, and he shoots and scores. Nice job by Blizzard to follow his own shot. And it's back to an 11-point lead with 5 minutes left in the game. Racine almost took steps. Gave it back to Hunter. Kobe Hunter, 5'7", 145 pounds, gives it up to Racine. Gives it back to Hunter, or to Watson. Watson's got it. Throws it hard, almost pulled him off the ground. Edwards has it, makes a behind the back pass, nobody was home. And a turnover. Back into the game is Khalil Simon. And Hunter goes and takes a seat. That means Racine will move back to point guard. Goss brings it into the forecourt. Goes with speed, throws it down low to Jones. Goes with the left hand, puts it up and in. And it's a 13-point lead again for the Weaver Beavers. And another timeout taken by Ronan O'Leary and the WCA Spartans. They battled really hard to get back into this game, but have since struggled to put the ball in the hoop. While at the same time, Weaver hasn't slowed down at all, and they have reestablished a 13-point lead. You know, Coach Hatchett before the game also talked about it, great pride, despite the fact that the Beavers lost to the #1 team in the state from Sacred Heart here in Waterbury. They were able to hold the highest scoring team in the state to just 54 points. And here with the Spartans, so far, they've held them to 50 with 4:27 left to go. This is a very, very good Weaver team. Play some outstanding defense and make some timely buckets. Coombs throws it in, gives it to Racine. And Langston Racine, the senior guard, brings it up. Looks for some help, gets it into the corner to Edwards. Edwards gets it down low, kicked back out to Racine. He goes to the hoop, throws up the runner, doesn't go. Rebound is battled for, put up and in by Darryl Coombs. It's an 11-point lead now. Ball thrown a little bit behind, but able to recover it. And to Jesus for three, and he drains that one. And now the Beavers have their biggest lead of the game, 14 points. Edwards now, he drives the hoop, up and over, and it gets in. And it's 12 with 3:37 to go. They're going to need some strong defensive play on their own end. They got to make some stops. DeJesus for another three. And they have a 15-point lead, their biggest of the game. Racine, that's a travel. Should be. They're calling 1-and-1. That could have been called a travel. That could have been called carrying. But it goes as a foul on Weaver. That one was called, I believe, on Blizzard. So this will be 1-and-1 for Racine. He hit all three on his last time. Makes this one. Makes it a 14-point spread. Racine gets the roll. Makes it a 13-pointer. And the two teams huddle up around their respective coaches with 3:16 left to go and a 13-point deficit for the home Spartans. If you like high school basketball, and who doesn't, but if you like high school basketball, these are two very, very good teams. Don't let the score dissuade you from thinking that. I think this Waterbury Career Academy team is exceptionally underrated. And Weaver is in the top 20 in the state. I think I'm going, Zach, I think I'm going for the record of stepping on the court and pulling my own headset off my head. I think I've done it like 6 times already. That's expert advice from our engineer. Don't do that. You thought I'd have learned that in college. I was too busy studying things like girls, not to pay attention to not stepping on your own cord and pulling your own headphones off. But here we go. As we head down to the final 3 minutes of this contest, Spartans putting on the press. Gittins gets it in up to Jones, and he makes the runner. It's a 15-point deficit. Long three from Simon, and he drains that one. Makes it 12. And the ball is stolen by Racine. Good opportunity here. Edwards going to pull up for 3. That one's missed. Nice rebound. And that one doesn't go for Watson. Press continues. Net's out of bounds. And another turnover. Oh, they're calling a foul on Edwards. That was pretty strange. It's not something you see every day. 12-point deficit now. And the full court press coming. Edwards allows Blizzard to get by. DeJesus comes to the top of the key. Tries to make a drive, gets through the middle, and turns it over. And Watson goes coast to coast, and he gets fouled. And he's going to go to the line. And he'll shoot 2. Blocking foul. Blizzard gets called for the foul. That's just his second. This will be 1-1 with a 12-point deficit. Short on the first one, and that one's rebounded by Dean Jones. Gittins. He goes to the key, pulls back out. Goes by Simon, dishes off to Jones. Jones goes hard to the net and makes it. And a foul is called. Technical foul called on Dean Jones.
Technical foul number 25, Dean Jones.
12-point deficit with 2:02 to go. This is a good opportunity for the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Racine, who's been hot from the line, will go and shoot. He's going to shoot 2. Makes the first. Makes it a 13-point deficit. And makes the second. So it's 13 is the deficit right now for the Spartans. Excuse me, 12. They didn't put it up there in time. And Coombs has it. He's going to throw it into Racine, so here's a big chance for them to cut this deficit. Racine kicks it out. Simon for a long 3. Watson with the rebound. He's mugged underneath, and he's going to go and shoot some free throws.
Weaver foul number 13, Stephen Milius, his third.
That's Milius' third.
At the line, shoot 2.
Watson will shoot 2. Make it a 10-point game. He can hit both. Gets the first one. Shooter's roll. Referee Rick Raffone having a conversation with Reggie Hatchett. Referee gives him a warning. Shoots the second, makes the second, and we got ourselves a 10-point game with 1:50 to go. Thrown to Reed. Reed's able to pull it down, dishes it off. What a block! What a block by Watson. And Milius is going to go to the line. That's Watson's fourth. Not a good call at all. I thought he got nothing but ball on that one myself. So he shoots the first. That one goes in and out. Still a 10-point deficit for the home Spartans, or a 10-point lead for the Weaver Beavers if you're pulling for them. He sets and shoots and gets the roll. It's an 11-point deficit. That one's picked up by Edwards. He goes to the hole, loses control of the ball, pushes off, and who are they going to call? They're going to call Gittins on that one. That would be his fifth, and I believe he's fouled out. Blizzard comes in with an 11-point deficit. Blizzard goes to the line. They're in the bonus. He's going to be shooting 2. Gets the roll for the first. Back to a 10-point lead. And this one will be live. And makes a second. 9-point lead with 1:41 to go. Racine putting on the pressure. Blizzard throws it up to the court. DeJesus can't handle it. And it goes out of bounds. Spartan ball. Daryl Coombs with some good defense there. Preserving the clock. Racine picks it up and the clock starts. Racine kicks it around. He's got it back. A long three. That one goes short. Hits the rim. Racine gets his own rebound. Goes to the hoop. Gives it up for Watson, but he loses the handle. Ed Coombs was on the ground. Melios fell over him, and they called a foul. So with a minute 20, it's a 9-point lead. Blizzard's going to throw it in. He's got Goss with him. Coming back to help is Reed. Reed traveled. Caught it and traveled. 119. Weaver seems to be having some difficulty here. They're not getting any possessions. When they do, they're giving it up. Watson's got it swinging around for Simon for the three, and he hits it! Cuts it to 6 with 1:13 to go. DeJesus. They need to foul. Going hard to the hoop, goes in and out, and Racine doesn't get it. Watson's got it. Goes all the way up the court. Finds Simon for 3. And that comes short. Weaver has the ball, and there's a foul on Racine with 52.4 to go. What a game this has been. This has been exciting basketball. Racine's third foul. Shooting 1-1 is going to be Takai Blizzard. He's a junior guard. He's 6'1", 160 pounds. It's a big free throw right here. Hits the first. 75-68. 7-point deficit now for the Spartans. 7-point lead for the Beavers if you're rooting that direction. Pulls up and shoots the second. Hits the second. 2 huge free throws. And Ronan O'Leary calls timeout for his Spartans. 8-point lead for the Beavers with 52.4 to go. So glad you could join us here on a Wednesday, here on this DETSportsmedia.com production of CIAC Waterbury Boys High School Basketball here on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Mitch Beck along with Zach Turner. And the DET and the DET, Dave Thoreau's here as well. I got the boss here. I got to behave myself. He just said I don't have to. It's nice when the boss tells you it's okay to misbehave. Doesn't happen very often. You take your small victories where you can get them, and you celebrate them. So the Spartans will have the ball underneath their own hoop with 52.4 to go and an 8-point deficit. Full court press coming from Weaver. They're not going to make it easy on him. And Edwards has it. He and Goss, number 6, match up. Ball's kicked out to Racine. And a foul called on Blizzard. And they're going to be in the bonus, so he's going to shoot 2 with 43 and a half.
Number 2, Kai Blizzard. His third. Goal line shooting 2, number 3, Langston Racine.
Racine's the best, clearly the best free throw shooter on this team. He's going to get 2. Chance to cut the lead to 6. Makes the first. This ball will be live. Racine shoots. It goes in and out. Watson had a shot at it, but he was fouled, and he'll go and shoot 2. That could have been huge, but if that had gone in, this could have been a 3-point play. But instead, he'll have to shoot 2 free throws. 43.3 to go. Makes the first. Nothing but net. This ball will be live. And that one goes in. 5-point deficit. Here comes Goss, and he gets fouled. Darryl Coombs. This will be 1-1 with 41 seconds exactly left on the clock. And a 5-point lead for the Weaver Beavers. Never get tired of saying that. The Weaver Beavers. Marcus Goss, the senior guard, 5'9", 160 pounds, is going to shoot 1-1. Makes the first, makes it a 6-point lead. 2-possession game. This ball will be live. Goss gets ready, he shoots, and hits the second. Edwards makes a nice play, keep the ball, and a foul. Watson goes down hard. He seems to be hurting a bit. He fell hard on his hip. And he's slow getting up. Looked like both legs came out from underneath him and fell hard on his hip. His teammate's going to help him up. And he's in considerable discomfort right now. Blizzard called for the intentional foul. That's his fourth. So Watson is going to go to the line to shoot some free throws. He's going to shoot 2. That one barely hit the rim. Watson still feeling it from hitting the deck that hard. Needs to hit this one. And hits the second. And now the Spartans will get the ball. Spartans will get the ball underneath the Weaver basket with a 6-point deficit and 36.7 left on the clock. Edwards is going to throw it in. Gives it off. Watson gets the roll. Clearly hurting right now. Reed throws it up. And a rebound is finished by Reed. Make it a 6-point lead. Time is running out, 15 seconds. And there's another foul. That one will be called on Melius with 12.3 and a 2-possession deficit, 6 points. Blizzard is done. Dean Jones comes back in the game. Simon's going to shoot 2. Makes the first. Makes it a 5-point differential. Watson checks out because he's still clearly in pain. And coming in is Gerald Council. Simon shoots the second. Ball rolls. And a quick foul. And heading to the line is Tristan Reed, who had also gotten the rebound.
Spartans foul number 20, Joe Coombs, his 5th.
So 11.3 to go, a 5-point deficit, and Reed shooting 2. Watson says he's okay. Checks back in, clearly limping. Prado comes in. Coombs and Council both check out for the final 11-3. Reed makes the first, makes it a 6-point deficit. And hits the second. 11.3 to go. Edwards struggles with it for a moment. Kicks it out. And Goss goes coast to coast as time expires. And a 9-point victory, 84-75 for the visiting Weaver Beavers over the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Been an outstanding game and an outstanding broadcast for you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this DETSportsmedia.com production. For Zach Turner and Dave Thoreau, this is Mitch Beck saying thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.